Thank you for joining us on your Monday morning. I'm Laura Levine, in for Michelle McConaughey.
And I'm Chris Lovingood. And right between us, this giant, massive graphic, obviously, a WRAL Weather Alert day. You're wondering, well, didn't that already pass overnight? It's what's coming later in the day that Chris Michaels is tracking.
Exactly, yeah, because there's a new flood watch that's in effect, and I'll show you where that's in effect coming up in like a few seconds. But you can already tell that the ground is pretty waterlogged, especially as you go north and east of Raleigh. Areas like Wilson, Nash, Edgecombe, parts of Halifax, Northampton counties have seen about 2 to 4 inches of rain, some of you even more than that. As you go south of Wake County, the rain totals for the most part have not been as impressive, but still parts of the area can't take much more water. Flood watch is in effect for pretty much our entire viewing area until 2 o'clock in the morning Tuesday, but most of the rain that we see is going to be later in the day. So the top part is what we see today, and you notice that our storm chances will be highest as we head into the evening. Then by tomorrow, it looks like our chances are a little more isolated, but that brings about some higher heat. In fact, the heat index getting above 100 degrees tomorrow, and there's some even hotter weather in the forecast over the course of the next 1 to 2 weeks. So we'll show you how often we cross that triple digit.
Well, here we are seeing a lot of flooding, especially with the overnight rain. Let's get right to meteorologist Chris Michaels. And Chris, luckily that rain for now is past, but I know you're tracking another system.
Yeah, just a couple showers right now that are trying to move into Northampton County, but that's nothing that's really going to go causing any issue. It's starting to cross I-95, heading toward areas like Jackson and Rich Square, and then moving out of our area. But more storms this evening, leading to another flood watch. That's in effect through 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, and that's why we've extended the WRAL Weather Alert Day. So let's go ahead and show you what's causing this. Number one, you step outside, you can just feel it. The air is very heavy thanks to all that humidity. Now, a few spotty storms this afternoon, but once this front sits over the area, it's going to tap into the heat and humidity and give us a better chance of evening storms. So the best chance of flooding looks like it's going to be near and south of I-40 up until about 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then as we head through the rest of the day tomorrow, that front is going to lift to the north. Means we get hotter, but it also means there's nothing really there to get these storms going. So we see maybe a 20 to 30% coverage heading into tomorrow afternoon. So overall, more storms today, fewer storms tomorrow. In terms of our high temperatures today, mid 80s toward the Virginia state line, upper 80s to near 90 from the Triangle to the Sandhills. And by tomorrow, all of us heating up. High temperatures about 88 to 93. And of course, when you factor in the humidity, it's going to make a bigger difference, especially by Wednesday and Thursday. That's when we see the heat index of 100 to 105. Right now in Zebulon, mostly cloudy, but it's 79. And again, when the dew point's 74, that's that really thick, soupy air. And that's going to lead to the heat index today being at about 95 to 100 degrees. The storms may give you some cooling relief, but again, comes with a little bit of a flood threat heading into the evening. Temperatures take off through the rest of the week. Highs 90 to 95 degrees. Fitting because Friday, the official start to summer. This weekend looks very hot. Highs in the mid 90s. Some data suggesting we could potentially be hotter than that heading into next week.